Because of you, Ralph, I'm now the most powerful virus in the arcade!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the twists we never saw coming in these animated films. And there will be spoilers.
Thanks, guys.
Number 10, The Donkey's Identities, Pinocchio.
Come on, let's have another. And what's your name?
A puppet's journey to become a real boy sounds like a heartwarming tale, and when Pleasure Island is introduced, it seems like the perfect getaway for kids. I mean, who wouldn't want to have fun without any rules? Unfortunately, there's a horrific catch to this so-called paradise.
You'd think something was gonna happen to us. Conscience. Nah, phooey.
Once the boys are lured to the place and make a fool of themselves, they're turned into donkeys. Yikes. But it gets worse. The former boys are put into slave labor. Yep, every donkey we saw up until this point in the film is actually a young child. Talk about a dark cautionary tale.
Oh! I've been double-crossed! Help! Help! Somebody help!
Number 9, Roz is Undercover, Monsters, Inc. A movie about strange creatures scaring children in order to get power for their city is bound to have some plot twists.
Get a big hairy boss.
While some of the twists are more predictable than others, the revelation of Roz's true occupation is not one of them. Who would have guessed she's head of the Child Detection Agency? All we see of her is her grouchy disposition, particularly when Mike always fails to submit his paperwork on time.
Well, isn't that nice? But guess what? You didn't turn in your paperwork last night.
He did? No? Paperwork?
This office is now closed.
No one was expecting her to be such a powerful figure. She definitely knows a thing or two about being undercover. She really didn't lie when she told Mike she's always watching.
2.5 years of undercover work were almost wasted when you intercepted that child, Mr. Sullivan. Of course, without your help, I never would have known that this went all the way up to Waternews.
Number 8, Vanessa, The Little Mermaid. Leaving your sea kingdom to follow your dreams of being human can be costly. Ariel is willing to do whatever it takes, including temporarily sacrificing her voice. Despite the difficulty of communicating without her voice, Ariel and the human Prince Eric begin to fall in love. That is, until the mysterious Vanessa waltzes into Eric's life and enchants him with her beautiful voice. Except it's not even her voice, it's Ariel's. Vanessa also isn't even a real person. She's actually Ursula in disguise.
The Sea Witch.
The rest of the movie, we're wondering how in the world our OTP will get together. Vanessa's appearance begins a crazy chain reaction of events that we could never have predicted. Number 7, The Real Culprit, Zootopia. The concept of predators and prey coexisting peacefully in one place seems like a dream. Well, that is, until predators start to disappear.
He would never just disappear.
Ma'am, our detectives are very busy.
Please, there's got to be somebody to find my Emmett.
Swindler Nick Wilde and police officer Judy Hopps are sent on an adventure as they investigate how this is happening. A crime investigation like this one is bound to shock us, but wow, we never could have imagined who the true mastermind behind it all is.
How did you know where to find us?
I'll go ahead and I'll take that case now.
You know what? I think Nick and I will just take this to the ZPD.
Looks can be deceiving because the culprit is none other than the super sweet assistant mayor. Yep, their nerdy sheep had us all fooled.
It won't work!
Fear always works. And I'll dart every predator in Zootopia to keep it that way.
Number 6, Woody's Decision, Toy Story 3. Ending a trilogy is hard enough as it is. When wrapping up several characters' storylines, there's bound to be some unexpected twists in an epic finale.
Hey, Mom. So, you really think I should donate these?
It's up to you, honey.
This movie follows Andy's journey as he prepares for college and figures out what to do with his beloved childhood toys. Of course, we all expected Woody, as Andy's #1 companion, to go with him.
Now, Woody, he's been my pal for as long as I can remember. He's brave, like a cowboy should be.
In a turn of events, the cowboy decides not to go with Andy, but to stay with his toy friends. Across these 3 films, it feels like we've grown up alongside the boy and his toys. The emotional departure between him and his beloved items left fans completely shocked.
So long, partner.
Number 5. Kota's mother, Brother Bear. Being more compassionate to animals is a concept that some people don't understand, including this film's protagonist. The movie follows Kenai as he's turned into a bear after unjustly ending one's life. Through his befriending of a cub, he becomes much more understanding. Now, a person learning to see others beyond stereotypes isn't an unusual trope. The craziest part is when we discover the bear that Kenai exterminated was in fact his new friend's mother. What?
Kota, there's something you know that story you told me last night?
Yeah.
Well, I have a story to tell you.
The viewer experiences the secondhand shock, disbelief, and anxiety the characters grapple with at this revelation. Just when their friendship was thriving, the movie takes a drastic turn.
Cannot hide the shame, and I pray something will come to take away the pain.
Number 4. Rapunzel's locks get chopped. Tangled. Who wouldn't want long, luscious hair, especially when it's accompanied by mystical powers that can create magic? But because of her locks, baby Rapunzel is stolen by Gothel and locked away for 18 years, until dashing thief Flynn Rider enters the picture.
All right, listen, I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. Here comes the smolder.
In a showdown with Gothel, a mortally wounded Flynn cuts off Rapunzel's hair in order to free her from Gothel's control.
No! No! What have you done? What have you done?
First, it's shocking because her hair could have saved his life. Second, one of her most defining characteristics is her hair, even in the original fairy tale. To be stripped of that is wild to us, but it just goes to show that looks aren't everything.
Did Rapunzel and I ever get married? Well, I'm pleased to tell you that after years and years of asking and asking and asking, I finally said yes.
Number 3, the real hero, Coco. There's a reason people say you shouldn't meet your idols. Despite his family's ban on music, Miguel can't stay away from it. In an accidental twist of fate, the preteen is cursed and transported to the land of the dead.
This isn't a dream then. You're all really out there.
You thought we weren't?
During his journey back to the living, he meets his favorite musician, Ernesto.
Miguel, you must come to the show. You will be my guest of honor.
You mean it?
Of course, my boy.
We're all happy that he gets to hang out with the legend who inspired his love for music. Well, that is until we discover Ernesto poisoned Miguel's great-grandfather and stole his work. We can't believe the celebrity is a straight-up fraud, and he's the reason Miguel's family has such a bad relationship with music. That's too much to unpack.
You walked me to the train station, but I felt a pain in my stomach. I thought it must have been something I ate.
Perhaps it was that chorizo, my friend.
Or something I drank.
Number 2. King Candy's backstory, WreckIt Ralph. In Disney films, it's usually clear who the villain is. This movie takes a new approach as it follows a video game antagonist who wants to shed his evil image.
I am bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me.
We're all rooting for the fella as he journeys to Sugar Rush, a game that's ruled by King Candy. but in a twist, the king is actually Turbo, a whole other character from a game that was discontinued because of his ill intentions.
Turbo ended up putting both games and himself out of order.
He doesn't even have the authority to rule over this game. It's shocking the lengths Turbo takes to ensure he maintains his power. And it's insane how many characters were impacted by his shenanigans.
I should thank you, but it'd be more fun to kill you. Get back here, little guy!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Hans is the villain. Frozen. Talk about a romantic duo. They even finish each other's sandwiches.
I mean, it's crazy.
What?
We finish each other's
Sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say.
I've never met someone who thinks so much like me.
Who doesn't love a good love story subplot? It's the perfect balance as the characters rush to find Queen Elsa to restore the state of their kingdom. Well, lo and behold, Hans was just love bombing Anna because he's the real villain of the movie.
Oh, Anna. If only there was someone out there who loved you.
Seeing Anna and Elsa's grandfather turn out to be the bad guy in Frozen 2 was shocking enough, but the Hans reveal still takes the #1 spot. Anna is so sweet and loving. Having her fooled by the man we thought was her soulmate was heart-wrenching.
I figured after we'd married, I'd have to stage a little accident for Elsa.
Hans! No! Stop!
But then she doomed herself, and you were dumb enough to go after her.
Which plot twist was the most surprising for you? Let us know in the comments.
I'm sorry, Coda. I'm so sorry.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.